you see right here, flooding properties, is raw sewage. It's been like this since a wastewater system failed early Sunday. This all happening in Clear Lake, and we are told at least 50 homes could be damaged. City officials have declared a local emergency. Cleanup is now underway, and one rural neighborhood has evacuated homes with an order to not drink or use water for any purpose. John Ramus explains the situation that is as gross as it is dangerous.
On Sunday morning, people living here on Robin Lane in Clear Lake awoke to find a raging river running down their street. They thought maybe a pipe had broken, and in fact it had, but it turned out to be a lot more than just water. Those who live on Robin Lane are used to flowing water. A creek runs past the front of the neighborhood. But on Sunday morning, there was more than just a creek, and it was flowing down the middle of the street.
I look outside and it's a river. It is actively flowing there. It's not a trickle, it's a river. And yesterday was even worse than the day before. So it was getting increasingly worse.
Cassandra and Harold Holbert took pictures and videos of what it looked like. A brown torrent of untreated sewage water gushing from a broken pipe at the end of the street. Felipe Godinez lives on the lower side of the road and his backyard filled with the stinking effluent.
My neighbor called me and said, hey man, there's water running through your backyard. So when I came out, this was flooded. And I was like, it's a water line. He goes, yeah, but it's not just water.
The residents say the sewage continued to flow from Sunday until Tuesday morning. A crew was still working on the ruptured pipe, but the flow had stopped, and by afternoon, the neighborhood was full of septic trucks, pumping up whatever standing water was still left. And workers began dusting the road with agricultural lime powder to kill bacteria. No one from the Lake County Special District, which operates the treatment plant, would go on camera, but they did issue a warning to the homeowners.
We were instructed not to drink water, not to boil the water, do not use the water at all.
This is muddy poop water and muddy poop mud that they're creating out here that's going to dry.
Yeah.
And then once it dries and people do 50 miles an hour down here again, that dust is going to be poop dust.
Yeah.
More than 50 homes are affected, and most of the neighbors have evacuated to hotels. The problem is most get their water from wells, so the residents are concerned about possible contamination of the underground water table. The Holberts say, considering how long it took to stop the leak, they don't have a lot of faith in the district. They say when the cleanup is completed, they will be hiring an independent company to test the neighborhood wells before using the water again.
The county says water in the enclosed public system is still safe to use. The runoff from the spill flowed into Burns Valley Creek and then into Clear Lake. County Health Services is advising anyone who develops symptoms like cramps, diarrhea, or dehydration to seek medical help. All right, a new gasoline leak. It's popped up